Just received the Hanged God set from the Broken Binding. Let's check it out. Welcome everyone to the Zillotronics channel, and for today I'll be taking a look at the Hanged God set from the Broken Binding. Received this a few days ago. Actually ordered it with another book, and this one arrived prior to the other one, which was a pre-order. So let's go ahead and get this box opened up. We'll take a look at the books within, and yeah, we'll go ahead and go from there. We have the standard black and yellow, the Broken Binding box right here. I don't hear any crazy rattling or broken glass sound, so that's usually a good sign that the books within are in good shape, which is expected from the Broken Binding because they do quite well with packaging their books. Let's go ahead and get this opened up, and we'll take a closer look at the Hanged Gods 3-book set. As you can see here, the books are wrapped in this paper packaging material. I'm not sure the name of it, plus some bubble wrap. Now I would like to see actually one more wrap going vertical here to help prevent dings on the corners, which I have seen a little bit. That'll just give it a little extra layer of protection, but let's go ahead and get this unwrapped. Hanged God sticker. I think this typically indicates that this is book 1, so we'll go ahead and open it up. A little crunching here, so hopefully there's no damage to the corners, but we'll find out. All 3 books stacked up, and I was actually completely wrong on the sticker. It was on book 3. I don't know if that's normal, or if I just happen to get on book 3, or if it's completely random, no idea. But we have part 1 of the Hanged God trilogy, part 2, and part 3. Really nice looking dust jackets on these. We have the Northern Wrath, Shackled Fates, Slaughtered Gods. I have not read any of these books before, not familiar with them at all. I was ordering a different book, and because the shipping from the UK to the US is pretty high, but not too much higher when you add additional books, I figured throw in an extra set. That sounded interesting when I read the quick, summary of the book series. Figured this would be something interesting to read. Fantasy style books. We'll take a closer look at each of these 3 books. We'll start with number 1, the Northern Wrath here. Nice looking dust jacket. Oh, it did come with a bookmark. It did indicate on the sale page that they may not come with bookmarks, but we've got a Northern Wrath bookmark. Nothing super fancy, but hey, it's a nice freebie. I'll take it. End paper artwork here, pretty cool. And we got the naked hardback right here with some very nice foil work art and a pretty cool sprayed edges here. I never showcase my books with the sprayed edges out, but some people love doing that, so this would make a pretty cool imagery. We'll put them all together to see if it makes some kind of graphic or anything like that. Here is the full dust jacket. Pretty nice, with some nice foiled text. Move this off to the side. The rear end paper here. As mentioned, I don't know anything about this book series, but we look like I got some kind of Vikings or something like that. So maybe that's what it is. It takes quite a while to get your books from the Broken Binding to the US, so I actually forgot what most of the summary of the book series is about, but it'll be on my to-read list. I do read every single book that I purchase. It just may take me time to get to it because I have a weird reading order where I read 1 book on my Kindle, 1 physical book, and then 1 manga or graphic novel, and I rotate through them every night. So here we are. Of course, these are not signed. These are tier 2 that I picked up. So I have the tier 2. It was the leftover tier 2s. So not signed, nothing fancy. Got nice little graphics on the chapter headers. not sure if there's, I think there's a little bit of art, but nothing fancy, nothing crazy. So we'll flip through. These are not sewn bound. These are just glue bound books. So got to be extra careful with these so they don't begin to fall apart. I typically only get sewn bound books, but this one sounded interesting enough that I picked it up regardless of that deficiency. Hopefully Broken Binding continues their sewn bound path like their fantasy subscriptions like Malice and Valor, which are a nice improvement over glue bound books. So I'm not sure if there's any artwork in these. I can't remember. It does have a sewn in bookmark or glued in bookmark. I'm not sure how those are done on non-sewn bound books. Yeah, I don't see any art. So maybe it's just the end papers and the dust jackets. So we got the first book. Let's see what we got for the second one. Oh, another bookmark, so that's cool. Shackled Fates, very nice. In paper, it looks really nice. More that Viking look, what looks like almost like the Great Serpent or something here. And silver foil work on the cover. It appears the covers are different. Take a look at that, pretty nice. Love a nice naked hardback. I'm not really a big fan of dust jackets in general, so when I see a nice non-plain hardback, this definitely makes me happy. As mentioned, this is tier 2, so no signatures or anything fancy. We got the same chapter headers. And I don't think any artwork, or maybe I just skipped through it too quick. We got the sprayed, black sprayed edges. It's actually pretty, I mean, black's pretty hard to do for sprayed edges. It's not perfect, but overall it looks pretty nice. No complaints. I mean, for black spray, it's pretty good. And the imagery on the sprayed edge looks pretty good. It's one of the advantages of having the glue bound is typically you can get slightly nicer sprayed edge imagery without the vertical lines banding through it caused by some of the signatures that you sew in with the sewn bound. But there we have the second one. Oh, I'll show you guys the full dust jacket right here. Pretty cool. Looks like a polar bear. And the third book. Another bookmark, Slaughter Gods. Pretty, basic bookmarks, but it's always nice to have something that comes for free. Giant wolf here in paper, looks pretty sweet. Another very cool in paper, very nice artwork. And we got gold theme on this one. So I do like how they have bronze, silver, and gold foil work on the hardcovers. So you can see all three of them lined up. It'd be pretty cool if they actually flow together. And being glue bound, I'm not going to stretch these ones out to show. Well, I guess I can do a little bit. Let's see. There we go. So it's kind of got nice little artwork here. Got to be careful that I don't want to damage the binding. So that's book 3. I'll show you book 2 here. And book 1. Book 3, dust jacket. And we'll put together the sprayed edges here. I'm guessing this is like the world tree or something like that. It's the same image that looks like it's on the chapter headers. Pretty nice, crisp, very crisp. Bronze, silver, gold. I'm gonna go ahead and put these dust jackets back on, and I guess I haven't flipped through this one yet, but should be the same deal. I don't think there's any artwork. We'll talk about the paper quality and everything. I got to stretch this out a little bit. It's very tight binding. I mean, look at that. It's a very tight bound book. Kind of the side effect of some of these royal hardback, glue bound, non-Smith sewn bound books is you got to really crank it open to read it. So you got to be very careful. I'm going to kind of ease these books in when I do get around to reading them so I don't damage them. Paper, you know, it's nothing special. It's very readable. Not the thickest paper, but it's not super thin. It's not like Bible paper. It's got a decent feel to it. I don't see a lot of text bleed through, so that's good. It should be very readable. It's got a nice color to the page. It's a nice white, not super bright. It's not glossy, kind of a matte finish. The text itself looks very sharp, not faded. So the printing itself looks, you know, quite nice. Very readable book, no complaints. And all 3 books appear to be printed correctly. No upside down paper blocks or anything like that. So all 3 of these look like they're in great shape. I'm gonna go ahead and get these dust jackets back on. Take one last quick look and we'll close this one out. That concludes this video on the Hanged God Trilogy by the author Thilde Kold Holdt from the Broken Binding. Overall, super happy with these. They are on my to-read list. Hopefully I get to them sometime in a reasonable time frame. As for time frames, shipping from the Broken Binding in the UK to myself here in the US, fairly slow. It does take a few weeks, but that's kind of to be expected with international shipping. As for the books themselves, I do like the in-paper artwork, the dust jacket artwork, and the naked hardback all looks great. Sprayed edges look quite nice, even though it's the black sprayed edges, which typically do have some issues, and it's not perfect, but overall still looks pretty good. The sewn-in ribbon bookmark, a great touch. The free bookmarks that came with these, also great. These were tier 2 leftovers, so they're unsigned. And there's, of course, not a spectacular quality book. It's still good, you know, decent quality book, but they're not sewn bound. They're not acid-free paper, I don't believe. So the longevity is like a typical hardback you're going to get from Barnes & Noble, Amazon, or the grocery store, wherever else. But they look great, so you pay a little premium for the nicer look and, you know, the additional artwork with the dust jacket and the in-papers and everything else. Overall, still super happy with these. Hopefully read them soon. And if you guys enjoy videos like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell if you want notifications. And check out my website, Zilla.com, Z1LLA.com. And hope to see you guys in the next video. See ya.